The role that Churchill plays in each race that you can play with this hero is immense, and nothing can replace this hero in those races. Hello everyone, my name is KK and today we are reviewing another hero in BTD6, and this time this will be the Churchill hero, Captain Churchill. So this guy is a beefy one, the most expensive hero in BTD6, as well as the most powerful one. But how well Churchill will stand in front of the other heroes, how good his overall stats will be, and what value can he bring to the table in order to compete with such titans as Oben, Sauda, Ben and other heroes. Let's find out. So, to begin with, Churchill has a few customizations, one of which is Churchill Tank Drop. All of those that you can find in the trophy store are kinda useless. I don't really like them. I bought them in the beginning when those were the only things in trophy store or the limited items, but now it's kinda meaningless, and I try to spend my trophies on co-op stuff and on the Bloons skins that I actually like. As you can see, I have quite a lot of them. But Churchill also has a hero skin. However, this skin doesn't have any active deployment animations like the no skin version has. Churchill costs 3000 monkey money, relatively inexpensive hero, and today we will be completing the Dark Castle on impoppable mode using Churchill. This is gonna be something amazing, and I'm gonna show you my strategy how to complete this map with no with no sweat. Okay, this is the Dirt Monkey spot, this is the Submarine spot, Twin Guns, let's freaking go. So, I personally like Churchill, but this is a kinda niche hero. This is not the hero that you are looking to buy in the very beginning. Why? Because he doesn't really work well in all scenarios. As Churchill is an expensive hero, you cannot place him in the beginning of the game, and the noobs and normies will not be able to use this guy properly. Of course, Churchill has the most powerful offensive capabilities among all heroes, but it takes him quite a while to level up and reach this all-powerful state. Okay, so the plan is I'm upgrading it to 01 Submarine and this Dart. This should be enough for you to place Churchill around 19 or so. So my overall rating. Okay, now let's go through the criteria that we will be judging the heroes based on. So the first and foremost, overall utility of the hero. Next, level up balance. Overall utility is pretty self-explanatory. Level up balance is how well the hero levels up and according to the rounds, and how well he scales as the game progresses. How good the hero is gonna perform in the early game, in the mid game and in the late game. Then, price plus hitbox. Also, how expensive is this hero and how large of a hitbox does it have? Because the larger the hitbox, the worse, because in the smaller maps, for example, such as Workshop, you just cannot use the heroes with very large hitbox. You are forced to have really tiny heroes most of the time. Next, Champs Half Cash Hard mode. This is how good hero performs in those game modes. Strat variety. How many strategies can you use with this hero? Races. How well does this particular hero performs in races and what role does it play in it? Abilities plus skills. In abilities plus skills, we discuss all the abilities, active and passive and skills that heroes possess. And level 20 or round 95 powers, meaning how strong the hero will be at its max level, or how strong will the hero be at level 18 to 19 on round 95. Okay, let's begin. So how we usually do this is I'm telling you my opinion right from the get-go, and then you are free to judge based on what I tell you. I'm gonna prove to you that for me personally, Churchill is gonna be 7 out of 10 hero. Why? Because it's a powerful hero, but in the very narrow scenarios. You don't have that much of a game variety when you're playing with Churchill, and you need to account for a lot of stuff in order to play safe games. I'm playing this casually and confidently with Churchill only because I have played dozens of games with this hero. I know how it works and I know his weaknesses. The new players just cannot buy Churchill and think that they will perform just as well, because you need to account for a huge price and hitbox. This is a pretty big downside for the new players and about this hero. You just simply cannot afford to place it like in the, for example, Oben, which you place almost immediately. Okay, I'm gonna place the Alchemist and I will upgrade him to the tier 2 probably. Okay, beautiful, and then I'm gonna place another village, discount village over here. Okay, let's go straight into the more specific criteria. So, level up balance. As I just told you, it means how well hero performs in the early, mid and late game. Churchill doesn't have really good level up balance. I rated him at 6 out of 10 because Churchill is bad in the early game, not because of his offensive prowess, but because you cannot just put him in the early game in the most game modes unless you drop a cash drop, which is meaningless for our test. We don't account for the abilities, and still this is an expensive hero. That's a huge handicap in the early game. He's good in the mid game and he's very good in the late game. However, this early game handicap is just too much for me to rate this hero more or less high, so I'm giving him a 6 out of 10. Next, price plus hitbox. This is also a weak side of that hero, both of which I rated 4 and 4. Price, the most expensive hero. I could have given him 0, but I don't think it's fair. I don't want to destroy his stats because overall this is a pretty good hero. Use the ability on round 40, perfect, and triple guns on both of those, amazing. And it is how it is. So, chimps, half cash and hard mode. This is a more interesting discussion. Chimps mode, I would rate this guy at 5 out of 10. Unfortunately, even though this hero has a very strong upside, he also has a very significant weaknesses, such as playing on the chips mode. This huge price is just so bad. I'm gonna repeat this quite a lot because this is one of the major downsides of this hero. He's good in almost every regard except the price and hitbox. So, you know, it's 5 out of 10. You can't use him with most of the strategies, and you need to build your strategies by setting up the towers and saving up a lot of cash in the early game just to place this hero. For most players, this is a huge inconvenience, and many new players can't even imagine how are you supposed to save up 2,160 bucks in the early game just to place a hero that is not even leveled up. Okay, perfect. I have the village, money-making village, gorgeous. On half cash mode, this hero is straight up useless. Even though I had some pity to Churchill on price and hitbox. On half cash mode, I have no pity for this hero. It's just garbage on half cash mode, and you can do nothing about this. I do not recommend ever trying Churchill on half cash mode because he's way too expensive for this game mode, which is why he has 0. No other criteria matter on half cash mode. The cash is top 1 priority, and this is the worst hero you can get for the half cash mode. And then the hard mode. Hard mode is a bit different because on the hard mode you can do some stuff. You have some variety. You can go around this with monkey knowledge, and the price is more or less manageable. Which is why I rated him at 8, because if you can somehow overcome the price, this hero becomes invaluable. Because of his ability to pop all balloon types, Churchill becomes a beast. Okay, let me think it through. I'm gonna upgrade the monkey city here, and with this set loadout we need to save up for the sub commander before round 63, and let's hope that we will have enough cash for this. I'm pretty sure that we will have. In case we slightly messed up, I'm gonna sell one of the villages and we should be good. Okay, so overall this is not the best score for Chim's cash and hard mode. 5, 0 and 8. Next, strat variety. And this is also not the strong side of Churchill. The variety is not there, in short, because as I just told you, you need to build the strategy around his abilities, but his ridiculous price. And if you don't do this, this hero just does not work. If you put him down like on round 40, he won't level up in time, and it will be a pathetic view. Which is why I rate him strat variety at 6 out of 10. He's nothing like the heroes we had before. Okay, BFB is gonna be a piece of cake. I'm gonna even use the ability, not that we need it, but just in case. Races. Oh boy, this is where Churchill really shines. I would say that races is the most valuable and important part of this hero. Even though we can farm, even though it's quite good in some other regards, races is straight 10 out of 10. The role that Churchill plays in each race that you can play with this hero is immense, and nothing can replace this hero in those races, because of the mechanics of how this hero works. He has ridiculous peers with his shells, and when you have a large group of balloons piled up on top of each other, this means that if you have high pierce towers, you can get rid of a huge amount of balloons at the same time. And this is exactly what Churchill is doing in races. Because of his shells and the ability, level 3 ability, which is also one of the best level 3 abilities out there, he exponentially increases the pierce, and this ability is capable of demolishing large groups of balloons. You will not regret using Churchill. And the funny thing that in races, a lot of the times, the whole strategy of playing the race revolves around the Churchill's shells, and if you do not activate this ability, oftentimes you even lose. And this is just how important this hero is in the race strategies and race meta overall. And then, abilities plus skills. Oh boy, now we're talking. Even though the price is quite high, this is finally the time for the strong sides of this lovely hero. Level 3 ability of Churchill is straight 10 out of 10. In my opinion, it's the freaking best ability you can have for level 3, because not just because of how it works, but how significantly it increases the base DPS of this hero. I just mentioned that in races it is paramount to have this hero, and it is actually true. How significant the increase can be, let me give you an example. I'm pretty sure that it triples the efficiency of these shells. So if you were to pop, like, for example, 100 Bloons in the time frame of 3 seconds, you would pop 300. And when you have multiple thousand Bloons on the screen, this number scales significantly. And also, it's just lovely that you have such a powerful ability since the level 3. And also, since we are not playing Champs mode using Churchill most of the time, because of his high price, it is likely that you will play with Monkey Knowledge and you will start with level 3, thus you are beginning with this hero by having a ridiculously overpowered ability right from the get-go in each game, which is just amazing! Ooh, yawning just a bit. I need to open the window, but I'll do it after the video ends. Okay. Level 10 ability. Level 10 ability is also pretty good, but nothing exceptional, I would say. So it's on par with other level 10 abilities, but it's not the best. However, 2 or 3 patches before the current 26.1 patch, this level 10 ability got buffed, which allowed us to more effectively pop BFBs using this ability. Basically, this rocket ability is Churchill shoots from the back of his tank the devastating rockets that aim for the strongest blimp on the map. It's just how it is. And these rockets usually have splash damage, but each rocket has a tiny damage, but when you have all of them, it adds up over time and you are getting quite a powerful ability. It helps with round 95, it helps with around 90, 93 and 99. And I'm pretty sure overall damage from this ability is around 2,000 to 3,000 pops, so it can reduce the HP of the bat on round 100 by like 5%, which is not bad, 3 minus 5% HP decrease. Okay, next, passive abilities of Churchill. As you might guess, this minigun on top of his tank is the passive ability. Churchill has the ability to pop camos, LEDs, purples, zebras, DDTs, and pretty much every balloon type there is in this game. I cannot stress this enough. This hero is ridiculously good, and you get all-in-one package for this one, which is why I like it so much. It's so convenient when you learn how to use this hero in the early game efficiently, and then when he levels up, he becomes very, very potent. Also, he gets the ability to pop all balloon types the fastest. I'm pretty sure that he gets the ability to see the camo on, let me see, on level 6? Yes, so since level 6, Churchill is capable of popping all balloon types. Keep this in mind, this is just ridiculous and amazing at the same time. Okay, let me upgrade the preemptive strike really soon. Okay. And we will sell those villages at around 95 or so. Beautiful. So, which is why I rated his passive abilities and skills and 10 out of 10. And finally, one of the most important characteristics regarding the heroes is how good they are at level 20 or on the round 95. As you might guess, since Churchill is so powerful, he does not reach level 20 by round 100 most of the times. His leveling up ability was buffed slightly with the same patch when they buffed level 10 ability of his, but it's not that good still. Okay, let me add some unstable concoctions. Beautiful. And I also wanna add the Moab glue, just like that. Okay. And an MIB. Good. So level 20 power of this hero is 10 out of 10. And even around 95 power, it's just the same thing for us, because this hero is capable of popping all Bloon types, and he has the most DPS among all the heroes in BTD6, which is just bonkers. I love this hero a lot. He gets all the convenient abilities very quickly. If you can get around his handicaps such as price and hitbox, he becomes very, very convenient and very dear to you very quickly, because he's just so freaking good. I wish they probably decreased the price a bit to allow the new players to play with this guy more, but still, it's definitely out there, one of the best heroes you can get. Okay, and let's use an MAD here as well. I'm just gonna save up some cash. But first let's upgrade a few armor piercing darts, because we need more DPS. Beautiful. And oops, doesn't care. That should be all right. And yeah, this is fine. On round 95 we won't have any troubles, because I have the preemptive strike. It will shoot all the DDTs in the very beginning of their, let's call it, journey to the castle, and none shall pass. So 10 out of 10 power, the most powerful hero, the most convenient hero, and as I just told you, on round 95 he has level 18, and maybe, just maybe, we will level him up on the expert map to level 20 on round 100. The thing is, for those who don't know, the higher the difficulty of the map, the quicker the heroes will level up. So in the beginner maps is 0 increase in level up speed. However, with each difficulty it adds 5%. So on the intermediate maps it's 5% quicker. On advanced maps I'm not really sure, it's either 10% or 15%, and on the expert maps it's plus 20% growth speed. Okay, I don't think we really needed the MAD that much, because we are just demolishing everything. Okay, but I'm gonna upgrade it anyways, because we can do this, why not? And we got the mortar. Okay, so Dark Castle on the Impoppable completed without any failures, and it was very easy. So Churchill, one of the best heroes in the very niche scenarios. Overall, I do not recommend this hero, unfortunately. It brings me to tears almost. It's sad, it's so sad that you cannot use this hero everywhere, but in the cases where this guy shines, it outshines pretty much every hero and demolishes its competition. So get Churchill after a few more essential heroes, such as Ben, such as Etienne, such as Brickle, and probably Sauda. However, do not think that this hero is bad. It's not bad by any means, except the price. Consider playing with Churchill. It's very, very good to spice up your game, to try something new and different, and also try completing the expert maps using this hero. It's a lot of fun. Okay guys, that was pretty much it. Hit the like or dislike button right now, depending on what you think, and if you want to support the channel, you know what to do. See ya in the next one!